I'm living a season right now that has taught me so much about what I don't want. And as challenging as this season has really been, I am so grateful for the clarity that it has given me. Yesterday, I talked about the fact that what if life is not just something that we need to solve right now, but experiences that we are gathering, we're learning, we're becoming, and we're becoming fit for the dreams that we say we want, right? All of these experiences are things that has made us wiser, more discerning, more understanding, more clear, and definitely it probably added some gray hairs to our head, right? But apart from all of that, it has made us more intentional, right? More aware, more connected and disconnected. It's a lot of things at the same time. But every experience that we go through either teaches us what we don't want to ever experience again or what we like. And so nothing is really wasted. Sometimes I've beat myself up a lot about decisions that I've made, wondering if I made the right decisions and wondering if I made the wrong decisions and what would have happened differently if I made a different choice. But everything that I've chosen, it has brought me to something even more beautiful, or it has just given me more clarity on what I desire and what I don't like. I love to experiment. I talk about this a lot. And I experiment a lot with food, I experiment with clothes, and just about anything, but mostly with food. And I just like to put things together to see what they taste like. And sometimes I'm like right on, and sometimes I'm like, I'm never eating that again. And some of my experiments just sparked from, man, I wonder what that would taste like with that. Or man, this sounds weird, but I would like to try this with this. And it's just sometimes very playful, and it just turns out to be something beautiful or something that I'm knowing, okay, I'm not gonna eat it again, but it's something that I didn't know before I made the experiment. And I think that's what life is supposed to be. I take everything a little bit too seriously sometimes. And it's not to say that you're not to make intentional choices, but it's also playing around with things and seeing what fits where and being open to being blown away is something that I think I walked away from when I stepped into adulthood. And those are parts of me that I'm trying to reclaim, because life can get very heavy sometimes when we are just having that success cape on, when we're having that ambitious cape on and just not trying to be present in our everyday situation because we're trying to make it to where we feel like we will have that ultimate relaxation. But every single day is meant to be filled with that ultimate relaxations, because there is no guaranteed. There's no guaranteed. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. You don't know what you're going to wake up tomorrow and feel like, look like, be like. There is no guarantee. Like every time when you look in the mirror and see yourself this way, it could literally be the last time you see yourself this way. Because a lot of people leave their house in the morning and they come the end of the day, they meet in an accident. And a lot of things can just change in your day drastically that could literally change your life for good or bad. And so I think sometimes we just don't try to be curious because we just want things to stay exactly like they are. And I'm not talking about in the chaos, overwhelming sense of things, because that's definitely not for me. But I'm talking about in the curious, playful type of way, being open to possibilities and being loose with the plan, but strict with the goal, right? And you know, we often hear this saying, curiosity unalives the cat. But did it really though? I think that's why we don't want to try new things, because we think, you know, it's going to ruin our life. But you could literally be blown away, and you could literally walk into an opportunity that you just didn't expect just because you're being curious. So I think curiosity created a new cat. Can we go with that thing for now? I actually like that better, right? Yeah. But I just really was thinking about this because there's so much things that we have been through over the last 5-10 years, and I'm sure if you're like me, you're thinking, man, I made a bad choice there or I made a good choice there, and you feel like you just, if you're not where you quote unquote supposed to be by now, you're wondering if your choices had something to do with that, and in many cases they do. But it's also like every choice you made taught you something. Everything you learned taught you something about you, the environments you thrive in, the environments you don't thrive in. One of the things for me is that I focus on right now heavily is energy management, because especially because of the environment that I'm in right now, I don't have a lot of control over my time, and I've been trying to channel that control towards my energy, and I'm realizing a lot of things about where my energy lies. I'm seeing some interactions that really deplete me. I'm seeing some that energize me. I'm seeing some conversations that deplete me, some that energize me. And there's so much that I'm learning about myself in this process, that even though the environment itself has just added a lot of draining to my mind, there are so much wins that I've gotten from it, because I've learned a lot of things about myself that I probably would have not known if I was not in this environment. And so it's really the concept of the glass is half empty and half full at the same time, because you are really seeing things that you've never seen before, and you're realizing that the good does not exist without the bad. And we just have to take things with that idea in mind. So this is just something that was on my mind today. I just wanted to come and share. And if you're in this season right now where you're just thinking that, man, I wish I was having a different experience, I would challenge you to focus on what you're learning in this season, and seeing how you can change your perspective to something that can leave you better for the next chapter. Because yes, the experience may not be great, but there's something that you're learning right now in this season that could literally set you up for success in your next season. And it may not be the next immediate season, but some season in the future, if the future is assigned to us. And so I just wanted to come and encourage you to just change your perspective, look on it a little bit different, and see if maybe you could see that, okay, I may not have gotten this, the ultimate desire from this experience, but I've changed my perspective, I've developed, I've matured a lot, and I have just met a new version of myself that this experience produced, and I'm choosing to make the best out of it and to make it count, basically, right? Yeah, so I just wanted to share that tonight with you, and I hope as you are finishing out the week, you can ponder on this, and maybe it will change how you show up for this rest of season that you're in, the next chapter or this current chapter. All right, so yeah, give this a like if this spoke to you in any way. Also comment below and tell me how did it actually speak to you. I'd love to hear that. Anything in the comments is welcomed, respectfully. And share this with anybody who it could benefit from, anybody in that space where they're just feeling like their experiences are wasted and just not liking what's going on right now and need some different perspective. So share with them. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining my channel. For all my loyal subscribers, thank you so much for watching the videos and staying around. I appreciate y'all. And also follow me on all social media platforms at Khrista-Lee. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And my Real Build workshop is linked in the description for anybody who is tired of surviving and wants to be able to create options for themselves and wants other people to walk alongside them. It will be July 18 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you around in the video, and I'll see you at the workshop. But until then, let's go make some mistakes, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow. Bye.